throw some MSI. Hey dude, what's going on? Let's throw some MSI Afterburner on here so we can see what we got going on for frame rates. Okay, so we got that up. We got 90 frames a second in the freaking lobby. Let's go ahead and fly something. Let's we will take the old Steam gauge 172 up. We'll take off. Let's go. It's nighttime. We'll take live off. We'll speed off. We'll take live track off. We'll do custom play conditions. Preset. Now we'll do live. Screw it. I wanted to fly in the UK, but it's getting nighttime there, so I like flying from the Isle of Man. Well, right now it's just what it's getting. I get like 200 frames a second on Call of Duty with this, so we'll fly from my home airport here. It took me a long time, dude, to get a PC that I liked. Now the frame rate's going to drop now because we're actually going to be in the sim. So what's huge is having the 32 gigs of RAM. That helps a lot too. And then it won't use all the 5700 XT because I don't think there's very good drivers for AMD for that, so we'll see. Yeah, you can see right now it's using over 16 gigs of RAM now. Now it's using 19 gigs. Yeah, it takes a long time to load. It takes X-Plane a long time to load too. So I'm getting like 30 frames a second, 38. With what I have. It's not a lot. I don't get a lot of frames with this. I got more frames with the where's my pop filter? I just had it. I'm going to find that or not. That's going to be annoying. I won't worry about it right now. When I stream later, I will. Have to find that pop filter from Mike. Yeah, so we'll just take off now and see how it does. Just took the parking brake off. I haven't flown in so long. I'm on Ultra, so hold on a second. So I'll go over my settings. So I'm using the 5700 XT, and I have it graphics. I have everything set to Ultra. So that's, you know, I don't have HDR turned on because you can't stream with HDR, even though my monitor is capable of HDR. Yeah, I'm playing Ultra right now, so I'm not playing on medium. But I can put it on medium so you see what it's going to look like. So I'll do that. I'll put it on medium so you see what yours would look like. Do we have a global rendering quality? Yeah, we do. So we have low end, medium, high end, and ultra. So we'll do medium. So this is medium. This is kind of weird looking. So at medium, I'm pulling 50 frames a second. And this is what it looks like. So if I go out and go to low end, so this is on low end. At low end, I'm still getting 52. But look, what you gotta look at is the GPU percentage. It's not even hardly using any of my GPU. It's not even using hardly any of my CPU. So let's just take off and fly and see what it looks like. I'm trying to get my camera here to go to exterior. So anyways, no, I just crashed it. I'll restart and then, because I'm trying to control the camera and everything at the same time, we'll just restart it. Yeah, I usually don't crash on takeoffs. Okay, so that kind of looks like crap when you look at it from above. Okay, so now we're already external. All I have to do is release the brakes, full throttle. I don't have rudder pedals at all, so my flight stick has a twist function, so you use that as your rudders. Oh, no wonder. It says I'm taking off in a thunderstorm. There's no thunderstorm here, though. I mean, it's raining a little bit here. There's no thunderstorm. You see, it's crabbing. But so with low-end graphics, this is what you're going to get. I'm playing online, so these are all real-life people flying at the same time. It's not the best, but it's still better than, it's about the same as X-Plane. Actually, this is probably a little bit better than X-Plane because at least you get some of the buildings. So we'll go up to medium. This is 60 frames a second right here. I'll switch and we'll go to medium. Apply and save. Go back, resume. Alright, so that's medium. So medium in machine really looks good. Here I'm getting 55 frames a second. And then if we go to high end, this is high end graphics. So you see, I don't have my hands on the controls at all. You can see the wind buffeting the plane. You don't see that on X-Plane. You don't see any of that buffeting like that. See the plane? My hands are completely off the controls. And you will just watch the plane, the wind buffet the plane. So at high end, this is what you'll see. Yeah, it will be. Once they get it for the console, so it's not even released on the Xbox One yet. So once they release it for that, it should be fine. You can even hear the wind. Alright, now I'm going to switch it to Ultra. So we're getting 55 frames a second there. We'll switch it to Ultra. Apply and save. So now this is on Ultra. I'm getting around 30 frames a second. Yeah, I had an Xbox One, and then I bought my son an Xbox One X, and then he doesn't even play his Xbox One X anymore. It just sits on a shelf in his room collecting dust. Yeah, this is 1080p. I don't play at 4K or anything. This is where I live at, this little town. Yeah, you can sell your Xbox and get more money and buy a builder better graphics card. Now I believe the drivers for the NVIDIA cards are going to be a lot better. Because I was getting like 75, 80 frames a second on a 3700X with the 2080 Super. And I've got a 3900X now, 12 cores, 24 threads. With the 5700, I'm getting 30, something like that. So, yeah, I think the NVIDIA cards perform a lot better on here than these AMD cards do. We'll land here at Shannon Airport. I'm thinking about getting the Oculus Quest 2 next month so I can run VR. We're down. Yeah, if you run 720. But you got to remember one thing. If you're building your first computer isn't going to be some high-end machine, not unless you can afford it. At your age, you're not going to be afford a high-end machine. But what you can do is with that if you get that Ryzen 5 3600, what you've done is you've built a base to build upon. You know, like a foundation. All right, so you have a good you have a good CPU, you have a decent GPU. Then you can start upgrading like your, you know, just do that until you have extra money and upgrade it a little at a time. That's what I did. I didn't have all this money to build this all at one time. You know, so like I've had this 3900X, the 3900X CPU that I have in here. I've had it a month, and I'm getting ready to replace it with the 5900X, which is the new AMD Ryzen CPU coming out. Now, I would have gotten an RTX 3080, but they screwed that all up. So let's, I'm just going to go high end. I'm just going to write in high end. Yeah, that's how you need to do it, man. Cut grass, shovel snow. We all don't get that much snow in the UK, but here we might get snow this year. I don't know. We usually don't get a lot of snow. So this is running at high end right now. Flaps are still down. Yep, exactly. Where you live? In the south of UK? You live in southern England, don't you? Yeah, I have two friends that live in Britain, but they both live in northern England, northern Britain. One lives in Bradford, right outside Leeds, and the other one lives in what is it? Oh, you live north? I don't know. Let's see. So I could go fly. We have an A320. We have the new A320 on here. I have a friend that lives in Bradford, and the other one lives in, what the hell is it? It's on the East Coast. Roman Wall. I gotta remember what the hell it's called. Newcastle. That's what it is. Newcastle. Okay, so we'll do the world map. We'll take off from. I have all the planes, so I have the Ultimate Edition of Flight Simulator, the $120 version. So I have all the versions, every single plane that's in the game that comes with Flight Simulator 2020. What Whitley is it? Where's this? We'll fly out of Newcastle. We'll fly out of Newcastle and we'll fly. I don't ever fly airliners, so the A320 we get. We get the A320 Neo. I'm not gonna fly this whole flight, but let's fly. We'll do this. I'm not gonna fly the whole flight because I'm not really interested in playing this game right now. I'm just flying it to show you what it's like. Oh, I do have my Discord channel in here. If you look in the description. So you can't laugh at me because I don't fly airliners and I have no idea how to fly this thing.
Newcastle Tower Airbus November Golf 1665 ready for east departure at runway 25.
Oh, you can't talk yet until you get permissions. My brother and another person are streaming, so that's why we do that. If you look in there and you see Rage and Rudy and Nico, they're both streaming. They're both streamers as well. So this is the Airbus. Just try to take off without crashing it. Flaps up, gears up.
Airbus 665, continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
There's the Airbus.
Airbus 665, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Overspeed. 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 Airbus 665, did you copy? Newcastle Tower Airbus November Golf 1665, frequency change. Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I got 4 people watching me.
Overspeed.
I guess I can't end my stream, can I?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Put it on medium graphics, yeah.
Overspeed.
Go here, put it on medium.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Medium's still not that bad.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Overspeed.
Okay, my damn trim is set all the way to up. There you go. This is medium graphics. I mean, if you're going to fly airliners, it really doesn't matter. See if we can figure this thing out.
Overspeed.
Yeah, should be.
Overspeed.
Oh, shut up.
Overspeed.
This thing has an auto throttle on it, right?
Overspeed.
Well, I thought it was on.
Overspeed.
Shut up.
Overspeed.
Yeah, so where you lose frames is inside the plane. You don't really lose frames outside unless you're flying something that's like a city or something. This thing better not be doing that again. Okay. Yeah, I don't fly commercial airliners at all, so. Let's look here. What we got? Well, anything I say, I've played X-Plane, so I played X-Plane, and I was getting on an old, really old. Well, you can see some of my videos. Like the one you watched was on AMD FX 6300. And I was barely getting like 20 frames a second, 25 frames a second, and that was streaming. So, and it was still playable. I mean, it wasn't as smooth as this, but it was still playable. But like I said, with the when I had the 2080 Super, if I had the 2080 Super right now, I'd probably be getting around probably around 100 frames a second with that. It comes with, I showed you what it came with, right? So I can show you what it comes with. Just go to main menu. One of the ones you get is, I think it's the 747 or you get the A320 with just the base game. you get two airliners. You get the 747 and you get the A320. So you get these two airliners. I don't like flying airliners because now that I'm streaming for a bunch of people. Wish I could fly my pop filter, but oh well. I'd rather fly a general aviation aircraft. As a matter of fact, my favorite plane in the game to fly is the Carbon Cub, which is right there. I like flying the Carbon Cub. I like flying the TBM 930, the Bonanza, any of the Cessnas, the 152s, the 172s, and this thing. And I will show you why I like flying this thing. So let's go somewhere where we can take advantage of this thing. There's Salt Lake City. Let's go up to some little rinky-dink little airport. What is this? It don't matter. Yes. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of aerobatic ones. There's so there, the Aviat right there is aerobatic. This comes with it. So when you get it, if you get the PC Game Pass and you get the free version, I mean, because this is free on Xbox on Game Pass for PC, but it's only the base aircraft, and you get 20 aircraft with the base game. So this is one of the ones you get. You get the Aviat Pit Special, and you get this little thing. What is that? So you get the extra 330 is the other one, and this is the actual stunt plane. Yeah, I much prefer to fly VFR. So this is medium, right? So with medium graphics, this is what it would look like for you. That's not bad though, is it? What's the A5? I like this thing because you look at so you have the flaps here. You do them down to 15 degrees, and it's got leading edge slats. So you can see the leading edge slats up here. They come up. There's your leading edge slats, and then you got your Fowler flaps. It's a double Fowler flap on this thing, and then you have the slats completely up. But watch, this thing will take off at 25 miles an hour. There you go. Tail's off the ground. Plane's off the ground. There's a lot of wind here, though. Seems like. Oh yeah, the A5's in here. I can fly that. It'll crash. There's a lot of wind there for some reason. Okay, let's go to the main menu, and we'll go get the icon A5. It's crazy how much wind was there. Yeah, so the A5 comes with it too. Yeah, there was a lot of wind there. You could see the wind hitting the plane. I was like, wow. So like I said, this is a medium still. And here's the Icon A5. It looks like there's a lot of wind here too, because you can see the damn plane just rocking back and forth. That's crazy. See, look at the plane. I'm not touching the controls at all. And you can see the wind rocking it back and forth. So we'll go and put it back up. See, I'm getting like 80 frames a second now because we're water. Okay, cancel. We're going to go back up to high end. Yeah, so like I said, I think you'll be fine at medium settings on that build. They need to add some water physics, man. They need to have like wake and stuff like that. Go land back on the airport we took off from. Yeah, so you see with the 3900X, it's not even using 25% of the CPU. Just not doing it. It's not using 100% of the 5700 XT. Now, if I had the 2080 Super in here, that would be pegged all the way to the 99%. So it's not the AMD card, it's the fact that the drivers just, the support for it on this game just isn't that great. A sim, if you want to call it a sim. There's a lot of people go, no, it's not a game, it's a sim, or whatever. What's your weird story? I hope our landing gear is down. I'll put it down. It's down. I gotta bleed off some airspeed anyway, so I can go ahead and make this sharp turn. Dump some altitude as well. I'm just doing this to drop altitude and lose speed at the same time. I actually do it by using my rudders too. Alright, we're down. Well, when you be on the PC, you got to make sure you don't have, you have the lowest bottleneck that you can have. So sometimes the CPU is the bottleneck, sometimes the GPU is the bottleneck. So he would have been CPU bound. I mean, he would have been, that i3 would have been bottlenecking the 2080. He couldn't, it couldn't keep up with the 2080. So unless you overclock the hell out of it, and then what's the point? You might as well just get a different CPU. So what are we going to do now? Because see, I'll show you something. So if you get that 3500, you'll get something like, you can be able to install something like this called Ryzen Master. You probably can't see it now. There it is. Okay, so if I minimize, okay, well, where am I at here? I can get rid of Origin. Let's go Ryzen. So this is how I control my GPU, my CPU. So right now I'm running on Profile 2, which is, I'm running all 12 cores. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On this chip, on the Ryzen 9, you have, it's really two 6-core processors side by side, and that makes 12 cores. On the new one, it's 12 cores, not separate. I think it is separated on the new one too. But a lot of times, like if I switch over to Profile 1, if you look at this, I'm only using 6 cores. I'm not using multi-threading. So it runs 6 cores. No, it runs 12 cores. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, 12. And it's not running multi-threaded. So, see, I have it multi-thread turned off. So sometimes I'll run that, and I'll just run 12 cores. No multi-thread. And then, but this is one I run all the time, though. This one I'm running now is 12 cores. 12 cores and all 24 threads. So I use that. I use MSI Afterburner, which you saw. That's what gave me the this stuff. So there's nothing really bad about the Ryzen 5 3600. I mean, it's 6 cores, 12 threads. You can't beat it. Unless you're going to wait and get the Ryzen 5 5600, which is going to be more expensive. So what else do I run here? That's really all I'll run. So I'll run Ryzen Master, and I run MSI Afterburner. And MSI Afterburner is only to give me this stuff. It's only going to run that. But yeah, I don't even have X-Plane on my computer anymore, dude. I got rid of X-Plane as soon as I got this. So. But anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'll be on Discord if you want to get back on there. But I'm going to get off here and watch. I don't know. Watch something. It's raining outside here. I can't do nothing. So thanks everybody else for joining in. I was just here giving this kid, some ideas of what it's going to look like on his PC when he gets his built. So, but I thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys